What's up today, guys? So today we are going to be reviewing the 3M Ultra Headlight Restoration Kit. I'm going to use it on my 2004 Volkswagen Jetta. It's not super yellow, but it is hazy. So we'll give that a go. Just doing the intro here in the basement because it's kind of windy outside, and basically as I go, I'll kind of describe what I'm going to do each step, and then I will start and probably fast forward it just for the sake of time. So you can see this is saying it'll take about 40 minutes. So we'll see how it goes. So this is basically all you'll need for the kit: some water, a drill, some paper towels, and it does say like a detailing cloth, and then obviously the kit. So we'll get started here shortly. Basically, you're going to take the rougher sandpaper, go over it with that first. Then you'll go over it with the finer sandpaper to clear out the scratches. And then you will go over it with the very, very fine sandpaper, or the pad that they have in there. And then you will apply the applicator that they have. The water's to kind of help with wet sanding. It is to help with wet sanding, I should say. And the paper towels are for cleaning. So I'm going to go get started. So step one, you're going to want to clean everything up. It says to clean it with soapy water. So we're going to wipe everything down. My lenses aren't too bad, but you can see that there's kind of a spider webbing on this outside. So we'll see if we can get that taken care of and kind of make a more gloss, like a factory look. Now, one thing I will say, especially since I'm dealing with the wind, is I was always taught you don't want to get your sandpaper onto the ground, because that'll put contaminants in it, like dirt and rocks, and then as you go and you sand, it'll ingrained or a deeper scratch into what you're sanding as. Basically, essentially what this is little rocks or some sort of material, some sort of oxide or something that is glued to the paper, and by you getting another rock onto that, that'll be now a coarser grit, to say, than what you have on there. So I'm going to go ahead and clean these, make sure I keep all my sandpaper up off the ground and not to get a rock or anything in it. And I'm going to let them dry, and then the next step is mount this up, get some sandpaper on it, and lightly go across it in a fashion to knock a lot of this down, and then we will come back with the finer and go over it. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me get to clean this. So some tips with masking. All you're really trying to do is prevent the sandpaper from scratching your paint at this point. So you don't have to go super crazy. It doesn't have to look pretty. Just has to serve as a barrier between when you're sanding and you accidentally touching this and hitting the paint and removing paint, sanding the paint. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. Then I'm gonna come back and put a second layer out just in case. And then we'll start sanding. Now that I got everything taped up, I'm going to go ahead and start going back and forth with my drill. See how this goes. So after the first pass, you can kind of see some of the bright and shiny parts. I should have went ahead and put more tape out because I bumped it there. And I just need to focus along this area here because, well, that's where you're worried about the light coming through. But you can still see some shiny spots in here. And my pad is kind of slightly clogged. But I'm going to keep using it. See if I can get in here closer. Possibly you can see those a little bit better. But the glossy spots, I need to get those knocked down. Those are the defects that I'm having. Yours may be different. Yours may actually be yellowed. But I'm going to ahead and go over it till I get this all knocked down to one uniform look. And we'll go from there. Alright, so I've gone over the whole thing, gave it a wipe down, everything's looking better. The other one has some cracks in it, but to me they look kind of more like stress cracks. You know how plastic looks as it's stressed over the ages. So I'm going to hit it with the 800 grit, take this all down, go do the other one, and then continue to the next. Last step, put the superfine 3000 on. Supposed to mist it to make it wet. Go ahead and give it a nice, can't hurt, and we'll give it a go. All right, the lens looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and go do the other side, and we'll come out and finish the last 2 steps. So the last step is gonna be 2 times this. So we're gonna apply this one, wait 10 to 15 minutes, apply the second, and we'll be done. So you're supposed to tear it open. You're not supposed to handle it a bunch, it said. And you're not supposed to unfold it, which is kind of odd, but we'll supposed to use a nice clean edge with about a 50% overlap. So if you see bubbles, you're supposed to slow down. You're supposed to work top to bottom. So there. Don't go back and touch up, it also said, after the first coat. All right. Last one. Got a little spot here. Try to get up in here where I had gone. All right, I'm gonna go to the other side and we'll continue on. First 5, so that's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the second coat. Now it does say after this coat, do not expose it to precipitation for at least an hour. So we're not gonna get rain today, so I think I'm gonna be okay. So do the same thing as we did last time. We are into the video. I got them coated. I gotta wait probably like another 45 minutes till they're good. Definitely need to give the car a bath, but you can definitely tell it's a lot better than what it was. Get in here real quick. You can there's still some spots, like I saw a crack right in here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Can't really see it on this little screen of this camera, but there's a small nick right in there. I don't know if it's a crack or a really deep scratch. There's still a little bit of hazing and whatnot. The other window, or the other front lens, came out way better. Maybe it's just practice on the first one, but it has the cracks down here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. There it is, it's popping up. But I think that's might be from stress. And I see some swirl marks, so I didn't quite get everything sanded down as it should. There's a little bit of a, no, that's probably the light itself, the glare there. But other than that, it came out really well. So, and this car's been wrecked, so one of these lenses could have been replaced too. I'm not sure where it was wrecked at, but I know the front end's been repainted, so it's hit something because the clear coat's all coming off. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm going to try to do updates on how the front lens is looking. If you guys have any suggestions on how soon you would like to see that, comment down below. If you like this kind of stuff, subscribe and like, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching.